Okay. Let's do this.
You know me, Gil. Leave him alone.
Listen, Burnback.
I don't know how he even shot him right there. So fucking stupid. But let me show you how to actually do this. Because I am so sick of this game at this point. Okay. Pretty sure that's good enough. Now it's time to have some fun. Alright. Can you not die from, like, poison? Thank you. God damn. Look at what I had to go through to make you survive. Piece of shit. All that goddamn work.
Oh, my darling, you're so very good at what you do. I hope you're not sore about what just happened.
Give him a long, cool look, then smile. Lean over and kiss him. It was worth it.
He returns the smile with interest.
It was worth it, wasn't it? Now, baby, you should leave.
I'll never forget you.
Oh, darling, I've forgotten you already.
Aww, sadness. Then turn, take one last look at your lizard lover, then turn and walk away. So mean. Well, wasn't that great? Complete waste of my time. All I wanted to do was keep him alive and had to go through all sorts of bullshit to do so.
He turns to you, gives you a sad smile.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Yeah?
You got that
What do you
right,
want?
Hilka. You got that right.
I had a rather exhilarating experience upstairs with a rather sexy lizard.
Did you? Tell me, how was it?
My friend Thatcher here reckons she'll like to do the same, despite the fact that it could see her posted to Fort Joy. I think she's crazy. What say you?
It was magnificent.
Wipe that look off your face, Thatcher. It's still not worth getting sent to Fort Joy, I'm telling you.
Thatcher shrugs into her beer, unconvinced.
Yeah? What do you want? Whatever.
She tips you a wink.
Okay. Enough fun. Well, before that, let's go sell a bunch of shit.
Ah, looking for another trade? Please, if there's anything else you need, know you're always welcome.
You got a
I've
pick and
never
you can
been so
trust.
embarrassed.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
He gives you a nervous grin.
I did promise you the experience of a lifetime.
Look, I've killed your comrades. Give me a good reason why I shouldn't grant him the same reward.
His eyes widen. His lip quivers. You expect him to be afraid, even ashamed, but he's relieved.
Oh, thank the gods. They had me over a barrel. You have to believe me. It's hard enough to earn a crust around here, and me and the young'un, we've been starving.
Uh-huh. What about this youngin'?
Oh, sir. The little un was left with me when my wife died.
Uh-huh.
She won't make it without me, the poor child.
Likely story. What's the name?
Livy. The child's name is Livy. She stays in the kitchen while I work. Go look. I swear it's true.
Livy? I'm gonna go take a look. You better not be lying to me.
I'm not, I swear it.
He gives you an earnest look and shows you towards the kitchen.
Gold and diamonds now dispose. With friends and lovers, find your true repose. Yet all is just a facade.
Please, I must insist you keep out of my kitchens. It's not safe for you to wander about like this.
I'd like to meet this Livy, Lorvik's child.
Livy, you say? The child of Loverick?
Hesitate, something's not quite right.
Livy was no child of Loverick's.
Was? What happened to Livy?
The cook slides a wooden spoon into a simmering pot of broth. She lifts out a goat skull, hooked through the eye socket.
This is Livy. Was Livy. Loverick didn't like goats. Once I'm through boiling her bones, he'll be rid of her for good.
Silently consider ways to get your own back on Lorvik.
Good luck to you, but please, I need to get back to work.
Okay. Oh, he's gone.
That lying waiter seems to have legged it.
Come on, right the war drums keep the rhythm of patrol.
Got a customer, Loverick.
Where's that shiftlessly about lurking now?
The horn and shout the battle cry.
If the Majesty's gonna come here,
that
what are you gonna do then?
multiply. Of silver, gold,
No
and
Majesty's
diamonds
coming
now
for me.
disposed.
I ain't no suspect.
Wait, really?
Friends and lovers, find
Oh, come on. I have to do all that again if I want to kill him? Oh, fuck it. Not worth it. Ain't worth it.
facade, a frail shell. But shattered, they are known. To hell.
Sense. I'm missing something.
The war drum, the rhythm of patrol.
Did I talk to everyone here?
Arguing with Mac is
Never mind. I did.
Lives are at stake.
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps around abruptly.
What? Why do you sneak up on me? Don't you know how dangerous that is, the way things are?
What does you mean?
Haven't you heard? My own Magister comrades are vanishing from right here in Driftwood. Whoever's behind it must be stopped. If you hear anything, come to me.
What do you know about these disappearances?
3 Magisters vanished so far, all within Driftwood. My comrades believe some tinkerer named Higba is behind it all, but they're wrong. I'm certain of it.
What made you certain Higba isn't responsible?
He might be a greedy little junk peddler and a sorcerer to boot, but hardly capable of seizing Magisters.
Well, if you're so certain that Higba isn't the culprit, you should inform the investigating Magisters.
They won't listen to me. Not anymore.
Why?
I was removed from their ranks due to my elven blood. I'll continue to serve, though. I won't stand to see my comrades taken by some vile traitor. If they won't heed my advice, I'll still do what I can. I'll find this devil myself if I have to. This tavern is key. Of that much I'm sure. It would be far too easy for the culprit to hide in such a place. If you see anything suspicious, let me know.
Look, you owe them nothing. They abandoned you. If anything, you probably make for a likely suspect in their eyes.
What? I serve with utter loyalty now and forever. Now get away from me and don't come back unless you have information I can use. What is it? Unless you know something about the disappearances, leave me alone. I need to concentrate.
Look, Magisters aren't short on enemies. Whoever is responsible might never be found.
What? And you think that's an excuse for me to stop trying? I'll never stop. Not until this matter is settled or I'm dead.
You show far too much loyalty for Magisters, given that they abandoned you.
The elf straightens to his full height, martial and unwavering.
I swore an oath. I won't turn my back on it. Not now, not ever.
Have you made any progress?
The elf shrugs listlessly, his eyes scanning his omnipresent collection of notes.
Plenty of suspects. Plenty of maybes. Precious little progress, though. I'm still convinced that the tavern is key to all this, though.
It wasn't me who caused the Void Woken to come, I swear it.
I'm approaching this the wrong way. I must be.
Take that, sorcerer! Dallas, get her!
You're dead, Alexander. Alexander, you're dead. You have to stay dead until we say you're not dead anymore.
Here, mister! Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does he?
You can figure this out. Come on.
Humans are rather prone to death. Perhaps you should be a Void Woken. They seem much harder to kill.
I don't want to play a Void Woken. They're mean and ugly.
And Dallas will kill the Void Woken. Blam! Like that. And sorcerers have source collars to protect them anyway.
I hate this game.
Aww.
This must be the place Loha mentioned. It looks unassuming enough.
Pox!
The cat stares up at you. Its midnight black pupils are too prominent for you to discern the colour of its glazed eyes.
8 lives already gone, but I'd gladly lose the last if you can throw me a fish. One of those smelly kind.
You shouldn't be eating void woken fish. The void isn't as pleasant as you think it is.
I've lived more lives than you've got toes. You've got 8 toes, right? So don't go lecturing me. Just give me the shadowfish. Come on, drop 'em.
You know, you don't look so well. Maybe you shouldn't be eating tainted fish.
But I need 'em. So yummy. They taste like shadows and spoiled cream and turn the air dark. Oh, it feels so beautiful against my fur, like being caressed by black cotton.
Okay. Yeah, you do that.
Well, ain't you a tall drink of tallness? What can I do for you, honey?
Your feathers are gorgeous.
She fluffs them and coos.
You're so very, very sweet to notice, honey. Ain't easy keeping him so nice in a dusty town like this. But I do take pride in him.
Do you have any eggs you'd be willing to give me?
Sure, why not? Not all of them hatch, you know. And between you and me, honey, I don't mind the taste of an omelette now and again.
Oh my god.
Go on and scoot then, honey.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
Well, I'm a bit peckish. Do you have any eggs to spare?
Peckish? Is that a joke of some kind? If it is, it's only a little funny. But you tried, and that's something. So here, take an egg for your effort.
Busy? Do you know what that means?
Oh, you want a list? I've got eggs to lay, grass to tidy, grain to clear, and magister boots to peck. Now if you'll excuse me.
God, I love the animals in this game. It's the best part, honestly. How can you play this game without taking Pet Pal? I mean, on your second playthrough, I understand why you wouldn't take Pet Pal. But on your first playthrough, you always take Pet Pal. Always. An Augmentor. Well, that doesn't look like a buried treasure. Come on, let me be right. I was wrong. Wow, I need to explore that whole building, huh? Got it.
The dwarf looks you up and down, a scowl of repulsion on his face. He mumbles something about dwarvish decency under his breath and turns away from you.
Your attitude is rather short-sighted. It's best to stand together in times like these.
Ain't no one been standing together since Lucian died. Ain't been no goodwill among your kind, or mine, or anyone else's since the Reds have been in charge.
Wink. I'm not exactly a fan of Magisters either.
Glad to hear you say it. The day will come we'll overthrow 'em, you mark my words. Until then, I'll practice the art of gutting unspoiled fish.
Do you know anything about the fugitive Magister's looking for?
Fugitive? Ah, yeah. I don't think that's something I should be discussing with strangers.
Well, it's very clear that you dislike the Magisters, so why not discuss an enemy of the Magisters?
Because I don't intend to end up with me lips stitched together, that's why. No, I shan't be baited. I ain't saying nothing on the topic no more.
Look, you don't have a choice. If you know something, it's your duty to speak up, and it is my duty to save this man's life.
Gods be buggered, fine. I'll tell you all I know.
The dwarf leans in and begins whispering conspiratorially.
This fella runs along, right, sweating, panicking. Red's racing after him like hunting hounds. "Hide in a barrel, you fool," I yelled. And what do you know? He did. Problem is, he's still in there. Been hours. Can't go nowhere, he can't, not with the Reds around.
Wait, what?
Hope that fella makes it out of Driftwood. The Reds will kill him if they find him.
Why do you hate them so?
I had friends. Good friends. Not even dwarves, some of them. Reds put him on a ship, sailed him to Fort Joy. Ever heard of that place? Fort Joy? They send you there means you ain't never coming back.
All comes back through life and death reborn.
A lot of good that does the poor buggers. Hauled off and killed so they can come back as a pigeon or petunia. Ain't no fair trade in my book. Red's got him. Game over.
Okay. So he's in a barrel? Somewhere?
The dwarf reaches into a barrel and pulls out a fish. His knife glides through the scales, crimson guts spilling out in its wake. The innards fall to the floor, landing in a pool of dark bile. You'd expect fish to smell, but these reek.
I know what death smell like. I know what rotting flesh smells like too, but these fish are something else entirely.
You see the nose on my face, don't you? I bloody know it smells, and I don't care as long as it sells. And sells it does. Somehow. But the boss has found a buyer for this lot. It's to be shipped off to Arks in the next wagon, if you'd believe it.
Who would buy such foul-looking fish?
He runs his knife through another fish and flicks the blade, sending a shower of guts to the ground.
I'd say your guess is as good as mine. Except I got the sense not to ask any questions. Now why don't you march on? I ain't been paid to wag me chin.
The dwarf turns back to his work, slicing and disemboweling fish after fish, as the blood and black bile mix and swirl around his boots.
You survey the barrels and spot something as you leave. Some crude mortal script.
Looking at the barrel, you see that someone has scrawled Black House on it in paint. You cast your eyes around to see that every barrel headed to Arks has the same inscription.
Here, leave them barrels alone. I told you to take a hike, so scram!
Oh? Man in a house in Arks. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to be searching through every barrel here. I assume do not.
The dog sniffs the wooden decking, like there's something wrong.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong, and it's not right.
What is it?
I don't know, but there's something wrong, and it's underneath the floor.
I'll investigate.
Be careful down there, mister. You're not smelling what I'm smelling.
Nope, nothing in there.
The dwarf peers at an expertly dissected fish, gently poking its innards with his knife.
Fascinating. Most fascinating. Oh my, no, what do you want?
I recognize those incisions. The work of a healer or a scholar, not some fishmonger.
With a small grin, the dwarf glances between you and his handiwork and shrugs.
Indeed I am. They can close our schools, but they can't take away what I've been taught. Besides, There's still so much to learn.
What is there to learn from these foul-smelling fish?
Plenty. These tainted fish are causing a lot of hardship. If I can understand what's happening to them, perhaps there'll be a way to reverse the effects.
Scholar or not, there's nothing you can do to save these fish.
I have to try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Speaking of which, I need to see the effects of eating these fish firsthand. If you understand me. Yes, as it happens. I need to see the effects of eating these fish firsthand. If you understand me.
Cast a skeptical eye over the fish on the work table. What's in it for me?
Do as I ask, and you'll be amply rewarded, I guarantee you.
Fine.
Wonderful. Now, there's 3 samples that I wish to learn more about. Care to choose?
Yellow.
The fish instantly churns your insides. You double over in pain. A sudden vivid sensation of floating in darkness assails you. There's something in there with you. Something. Hungry and corrupt. You can't breathe. You can't... The dwarf suddenly drifts back into view, peering at you with fascination.
How do you feel?
A stream of black bile suddenly erupts from your mouth and across the dwarf's boots. He doesn't even look displeased.
Well, I actually didn't feel anything.
Doesn't look like you didn't feel a thing. Which is interesting enough by itself. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from observing you. I owe you a great debt.
What have you learned?
The dwarf puffs up his chest and proudly gestures to the fish.
The fish is indeed malignant. Humans are affected by it in the same manner as other species.
I'm willing to try another if the reward is increased for matching my efforts.
Thank you, but no. I can only allow for 1 specimen per volunteer, or my findings could become flawed. The fish you ate is known as yellow ridgeback. Quite a cunning breed, often used in concoctions to increase alertness. But this one, touched by the void itself. Who is to say how such a creature might alter an alertness mixture? Seek out somewhere that peddles alertness herb mixes. Adding these unique ridgebacks might make quite the impact. So, now my work must continue, as soon as I've got in my quota of fish, of course. Farewell, stranger.
Interesting. So now I need to combine it with an alertness herb mixture. Huh. Alertness herb mixture.
I don't care.
Bugger off, I'm busy.
We will find him.
Grisha's still the favourite.
You can't just charge in
If
here
I
and
bet
ransack my
against him, I could win
business.
big. Oh,
There's a
lose it
murderer
all.
on the loose, and you're thinking
You've been
about
warned,
your...
Barnes. Now, get back to your fish.
The Magister turns, and his eyes fall on you.
You, tell me, Have you seen a man acting suspiciously near here? Grey cloak, grey beard, satchel slung over his shoulder.
The only suspicious person I've seen all day is standing in front of me. What are you even doing in this fish factory?
Watch your tongue. I'm after a wanted man, a tinkerer, but I could still find time to haul you into a cell.
Look, I haven't seen any tinkerers.
Well, if you do see anything out of place, report it immediately. He'll slip up soon, and then we'll have him. That lunatic is not going to take another Magister. It'll be a pleasure to watch Magister Raymond purge him.
Why you've been hunting a tinkerer?
He's wanted in connection with the disappearance of several Magisters in this town. As soon as we asked him about it, he fled. Who knows what he's done with our divine brothers.
How are you sure this tinkerer is responsible?
He was seen with the effects of one of our company. Not only was he behind her disappearance, he brazenly flaunted it in the tavern. We chased him to this factory, but lost him on the docks. Now, I have a patrol to complete. If you see anything, tell me.
You see a man, well-fed and wealthy, but stress has lined his face and narrowed his waist. He tries to ignore your presence, fails. He sighs.
See here. I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with Magisters, and our shipments to Arks are held up. Time is money. Don't waste my money. What do you want?
Muse at his response. I've got all the time in the world, but aren't the richer for it.
If that's some kind of riddle, I ain't about to play along. Now, unless you've got something on your mind.
You're shipping to Arks, yes? What is your cargo?
Fish. This is a fish factory. I'm shipping fish to Arks. Now please, there's the door. I suggest you use it.
Well, the fish are void tainted.
When you've been in business as long as I have, you learn that there's a market for everything. You just have to find it. Or...
A dark shadow passes across his face.
Sometimes it finds you.
Who in Arks is buying void tainted fish?
That's privileged information. I have a trade to protect.
Do I look like a person who trades fish for a living? Are you kidding?
He gives you a cool look.
No, you're right. You lack the dashing good looks with which I, for one, was blessed. Now, good day to you. Feel free to let the door hit you on the way out. It may improve matters.
Are you fucking kidding me? I have freaking 30 intelligence. How did I fail that check? And 2 in persuasion. Are you... Oh my god.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the Magister.
That is just... Oh. Oh god, I really need to quick save once in a while. Cannot believe I failed that.
You should leave. If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place...
Still no sign. I'll flush the rat out wherever he's hiding. He won't get another one of my brothers. So, report. Did you find anything?
Nope.
If you see anything suspicious...
Hello? Can... Oh my god, this game.
Behind the containers, the fish in one of the barrels shifts slightly.
Please, you have to help me. The Magisters have gone mad.
Well, the Masters might be mad, but they're not hiding in a barrel.
They're trying to kill me. Or worse, drag me off to Fort Joy. Please help me. I don't want to die. I don't want them to take me.
So why are they looking for you?
I have no idea. I only arrived in town a few days ago. I sold a few items to Grandmaster Kem in Arx and stopped off here on my way to Scythiel.
I've been to Scythiel.
I was just sitting in the tavern, minding my own business, and the Magister started screaming at me. I ran and, well...
You hear a quiet sob from the fish.
Why is this happening? I didn't do anything.
It seemed a bit of a stretch to accuse someone just because they're new in town.
There's a moment of silence from within the barrel. Some of the fish seem to shift uncomfortably.
I may have been studying some new scrolls I bought. They might have been, well, they called for sauce. But that doesn't mean I had anything to do with the disappearances. I'm a tinkerer. I'll fix things for a living. I would never hurt anyone.
Glance at the barrel suspiciously. But if he's not responsible, who is?
I don't know. It could be anyone in the tavern. None of them have any love for the Magisters. Please, all I know is it wasn't me.
Well, what's in it for me?
What? I don't know. I don't have much gold. I've spent years collecting rare items from across Riverlon. Please, what I have is more valuable than any coin purse. It can be yours. Just get me out of here.
Look over your shoulder to be sure no one is watching. And in a whisper, what do you need me to do?
I just need to get out of Driftwood. I can't risk being seen. But if you can get out of town, I can escape to Arx. Please, I'll do anything. Just don't let them see me. Don't let them find me.
Alright, follow me.
Thank you. Bye, Lucian. 7 times divine, thank you. I'll follow your lead. But please, be careful. If the Magisters see me, I'm done for.
Really?
There he is. Justice. You found him. Excellent. Now stand aside.
The Magister steps forward with a smile and draws his weapon.
What? No, you said you'd help. You promised. You promised you'd get me out.
I'll reload. I don't want to kill them. This is not that type of character. Okay? She's the killer. She got a demon inside of her. She got an excuse. Just because she killed the entirety of the Fort Joy doesn't mean she's, you know, responsible.
I'll follow.
Let's go.
You found him. Excellent. Now stand.
Are you fucking stupid? Really? Why wouldn't he run through the poison? Why will you not run through the goddamn poison?
I'll follow.
I mean, that is the easiest way out. Going through like this is just stupid.
You found him!
Oh my god.
Excellent. Now, stand aside.
The Magister steps...
What? What?
Fuck it!
I'm ready!
Really? Okay.
You found...
The Magister...
What?
You utter fool.
And? What new... At last, I can breathe again. At last! I was sure I'd die in that wretched place. You have my thanks. If not for you, I probably would have been found, gutted, and salted.
Why did you climb back into the barrel?
I can't just saunter away. Who knows what might be lurking in a place like this? But once I'm sure the way's clear, I'm running to Ox like a cat with its tail on fire. I'm done with this stinking town.
Well, that's great, but you promised me loot.
Oh, of course. Here. This is the most powerful scroll that I have. And the one that caused all the trouble in the first place. Take it.
So
I hope I never see its like again.
So why was the Magister acting so strongly against him having the scroll?
It must have belonged to one of their mission friends. They nearly lynched me then and there. They wouldn't listen when I tried to tell them that I got it from the cook.
Oh.
I thought she was an idiot selling it so cheap. Then again, I'm the dolt who ended up in a barrel. But if she has Magister artifacts, she must be the one they're looking for.
Thank you for the information.
I swear, once I get to Ox, I'm going to have the bath of my life.
A fisherman stares at the water, muttering to himself.
The missus will kill me. She'll tear me a new mouth halfway down my neck.
Well, guess the fish aren't biting.
Fish will bite, all right. Not that you'd eat one. I've got a worse problem than that. Way, way worse. I've gone and dropped my wedding ring in the water.
Well, your wife won't be impressed.
He gives you a sorrowful look.
My wife's dead, buddy.
Oh. Well, then losing the ring isn't much of a big problem, is it?
He looks at you disapprovingly, but can't keep a straight face.
I'm pulling your leg. She's fine. She'll be bloody furious if I don't get that ring back, though.
Then why don't you just go and grab it? It's not that deep.
I could do that. I could. But seeing as the ring has a bit of sauce to it, like as not, going in there will attract Voidwoken. All things equal, between an angry wife and Voidwoken, I'm leaning towards the wife.
The ring has a bit of source to it, he says. Well, you say.
Just a hint. Nothing that concerned a Magister. Made me feel that little bit more confident in myself. Maybe it was all in my head, but I felt like the ring made me more attractive to the women. I wouldn't do the dirt or anything, but it's good for the ego. Keeps the wife on her toes, too.
Well, I can go get it.
I'm not asking you to risk your life on account of me and my marital woes, but if you fancy a paddle, you can go right ahead.
What's this? I found something. More Voidwoken. Seems our company is much desired.
Ooh! Hey! Aren't you a little cutie pie?
Prepare yourself.
I'll do the other buff next turn. This turn, I'll summon, God, the damage is so low. What? Why? Why can't I have more than one summon? It's so annoying. Is there a mod that can change that? I'm gonna look at it right after this video. Or this fight. Oh, I could have do Shadow Infusion. Holy mola! Whoa! Calm down there! Okay, are they like... Oh, highly resistant to water, that's why. God damn, this thing needs to die. Good.
Glory is mine. Prepare yourself.
Okay. I don't think I can do anything else, so just end the turn, I guess. He only has 2 physical armor. Come on. I can't believe taunt is blocked by physical armor. So stupid. Ay, ay, ay.
A horrified fisherman stares at the water, muttering to himself.
That was terrifying. I need to get myself a new line of work. Something as far away from the water as I can go. Goat herd, high on a mountain. Spice trader in the deserts. Anything but this. If the missus will go for it, of course. She likes the beach.
Look, I found the ring.
You found it? How wonderful! The wife will be thrilled. Or she would if she ever found out about this, which of course she won't. But I can't thank you enough.
Is it possible for you to thank me a little too?
His eyes narrow.
I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say.
Oh my good God. Look, it's simple. You have the ring. Oh, I have the ring. You want the ring. You pay me for the ring.
Here, take the last of my gold as a token of my thanks.
Thank you.
He slips the ring onto his finger, where it dangles loose.
I feel better already. Need to fatten myself up a bit again so I don't lose it a second time. Can't be relying on mercenaries like you to dig me out. Can't afford it.
With a new confidence in his stance, he gives you a casual salute, then turns back to his fishing.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, good. That was a case closed quest. Very nice. Okay.